Thanks for your patience, everybody. We're going to call to order 8:47. Roll call, please.
Chair Rutledge.
Here.
Vice Chair Garcia.
Here.
Member Cahill. Member Evans. Member LaPlante. Here. Member Colbert.
And to establish quorum, I need a motion to.
No motion, just a point.
Oh, okay. So we're going to appoint Michael to our committee this morning to,
Establish quorum.
yes, thank you. Establish quorum. Thank you, Nick. Chairwoman's remarks. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm not going to belabor that. Let's get on to public comment. David.
Sure.
Yeah, come on.
Sure, dark skies.
You got 3
Okay.
minutes.
3 minutes, somebody keep track.
Oh, we do.
State of Illinois passed the dark sky bill.
Saw that.
It's waiting
Yay.
for the governor to sign. So that's just the beginning. It's going to help protect our state parks. And we'll move from there. Also, Kane County Forest Preserve just approved a policy on dark sky last month. Working or trying to support a person from Westmont Public Works who's out for a RFP on dark sky lighting. So I think I did. Okay, she smiled and grinned over the email. Brookfield had a pollinators meeting June 19th. And so I was there along with the usual suspects, talking about loss of habitat and pesticides, and of course, lighting at night, which pretty much kills every nighttime pollinator because they just circle around there till they die of exhaustion. Met a guy named Brian Sullivan from Hawthorne Woods. Hawthorne Woods is a small suburb up north that is dark sky community. And he was so excited, I got energized. And he was there to help explain why it was a good thing for Hawthorne. And he ended up talking with us, and we presented together because he's talking about the economy and safety. And that's what we have to focus on, the economics of it and the safety of it as an alternative to dusk to dawn lighting, which I think I talked about ad nauseum with you guys. Naperville, we met with Nest last month and gave a presentation. They talked about their biggest problem being the police right now, every month publish to the residents the fact they want dusk to dawn lighting in their publication. So we have to alter that if we expect any big results in Naperville. And then we're working with SAG, which does all of the conversion of what the state mandates for efficiency for utilities into things they can follow. So ComEd and Ameren. And so we need to negotiate and try to convince them. We've got the 5 principles there, but really the only thing that ComEd can care about is efficiency. So we have to focus on dusk to dawn lighting. We can't talk about down lighting. That's not in their purview. So we will talk about dimming, and we'll talk about smart systems, and we'll talk about lighting that needs to be off unless someone's there. We're going to focus on that for an efficiency gain. And then we'll work with communities. We're starting to get a little bit more good efforts with some of the municipalities. Brian Sullivan's probably going to go talk to Riverside for us. And we talked to some people from Warrenville while we're at that pollinators meeting, and he's going to go out there. They've asked, and maybe we can convince a couple of our suburbs to start getting going for it. So thanks.
Your timing's impeccable. That was exactly.
Oh, man. Thank you, David. And I'll echo the pollinator. Man, I have a yard full of milkweed that is pristine, and that distresses me. I mean, I have a lot of milkweed. So more milkweed. Well, anyway, next I'd ask for a motion on the approval of minutes 24/19/22 from May 7th, 24. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Michael, that's all I needed you for. If you need to go back, the rest is not requiring
I
a.
believe they were having
Okay. Next on our agenda is a discussion on preliminary budget for FY 2025. Joy.
Yes, so you have in front of you our general fund allocation for environmental programs. And this is status quo. It will be, we've been asked by finance to make it equivalent to our 2024. Again, regional office, regional HHW facility, our environmental education contract will continue all of the programs as we have in 2024. you have any thoughts or questions, let me know. Comments?
Any glaring omissions in your eyes that, you know, we could advocate for, or?
Not that I can think of, but we can talk about it. We can kind of start
Okay.
a discussion
Yeah.
for 2026 for him.
Suggestions from anybody here about anything that you see in environmental concerns in your district?
I would love to see a way where we could support some of our community partners or environmental groups in the communities that are doing such good work. And that are sort of tackling things from different perspectives. The one that comes to mind easily is Go Green Glen Ellen. So they're doing such wonderful and innovative educational and outreach that has been highly successful, not only in Glen Ellen, but they're really spreading the word far and wide. I just cannot stress enough that I think we need to broaden our reach on the environmental committee. And I think the dollars should follow that broad reach. We are approaching climate crisis, and I feel like we're being a little, how do I say this? We're not aiming high enough. These are my personal opinions, obviously. I would like us to really put more oomph behind what we are doing and be leaders and react and take action, be proactive in a much more in a way that is equal to the problem that is being presented. Because I don't
I'm a
feel like
little
we're.
distressed that our budget is the same from last
Yeah,
year.
we can't keep the same budget when the problem is getting worse. So I always say, a budget is a moral compass. So if we are not investing in the environment from the environmental committee, that says a lot about our intentions and our priorities. So whatever we can do to increase this budget and to have a broader reach and to be leaders, that's what I would like to say. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with Lynn 100%. I will say, at the city of Naperville, we obviously have a center there, but I've gotten calls from residents who say, we can't drop off our notepads, our TVs and stuff like that because the city doesn't have enough money to have staff there on the weekends, and that's typically when people are available. So having that communication with the city and say, hey, what do you need as far as dollars to be able to have the time, weekends or evenings for the electronic stuff to be dropped off? So that kind of communication, because they do big amounts and that's the best way to be the most effective because they do so much. And then I agree with Lynn, there's organizations and groups that are very passionate about it, that are doing great things. One of them is NEST, Naperville Environmental Sustainability Task Force. They're all over. Sometimes they're a little bit more on policy versus actual actions. But, reaching out and just saying, hey, is there something you think, right?
Right.
That would be appropriate. And then the last one, I don't mean to belabor this, but, and I know some garbage companies do this, but I will tell you, in Naperville, our garbage does not have what can be recycled and what cannot sticker on the garbage can. Because to this day, I still have people throwing in pizza boxes. It's like, it's not recyclable. So just those little things that could make a big imprint.
So Joy, if you would identify other groups in the county like Nest or Go Green, I did put Nest on my list already because I am aware of what they do. Maybe we can have a summit of, environmental leaders in the county and find out their, hear their needs, what they struggle with and how we can help. And we'll put that into budget discussions for next year.
And I think there is actually, is it new legislation or something on battery? And I apologize, you guys probably talked about it while I was in the other meeting.
That's what we're getting there.
Okay, very good. I will be quiet then. Thank you.
Yeah, so let's talk about a partners environmental summit. Certainly Scarce would be part of that as well. Any other questions about FY25 budget? Okay, moving on, staff reports. we can receive and place on file, or do you got a few bullets you might?
Sure, I can real quickly talk about both. Solar Switch has kicked off. We'll be looking at an August deadline. The program so far has been extremely successful. We're now starting our second year. And the savings that they have calculated from the project so far is over $4,000 on an average installation for a resident in Northeast Illinois. So the program has saved our residents a lot of money.
Good.
And then the batteries, yes, batteries. So that legislation passed. It is awaiting the governor's signature. It will be transformative in the state of Illinois. We will now be able to, on the backs of the manufacturers, collect primary batteries, rechargeable batteries, and medium format batteries. It's going to be a great resource for the state of Illinois to really stop, A, save resources, and B, stop the fires from happening at the MRFs and in the trucks. So we're really excited about this legislation.
Thank you, Joy. Hey, come on. I know we cut you short today.
So really fast, you guys. So you guys, I agree. And we did have a summit January for all of the DuPage County environmental groups. Go Green, Glenelg was there, Nest was there, League of Women Voters was there, Roselle's group was there, Cool Cities, Elmhurst was there, Greener Grove and Downers Grove, which we helped start, was there. So we had a huge summit last January. It was about 2.5 hours. And we've been working together. We send them emails and they use our slides and we store some of their equipment and they borrow stuff from us all the time for their events. So we do help as many groups as ask us for help. And we were delighted to do that. And they hold meetings with us. We did the Glen Ellen League of Women Voters and Go Green. We had a meeting for them in April. And then we had League of Women Voters in April also for the Mississippi River. So we do really try to pull in all those groups. We invite them all and we include their newsletters and their events in our newsletter and in our updates, Facebook. So we agree a whole lot. So slides, how are we
You
doing?
guys get it.
Well, here we
I'll be
go.
Over there in a minute.
So you guys, do you want to just do it next month? Do you want to just do
Should
it
we
next
do
month?
that?
Sure, we can do that.
We can just do it next month.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
Okay,
All right,
no
thank
worries.
you, Kate.
You're welcome.
Any old business, any new business, without objection, we're adjourned.
So.
Yes.
So what you got?
Less,